All right, I'm here today with Daniel. Daniel is with Three Squares. Daniel, where are you originally from?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Basically, to start it all off, I'm an Arizona kid. Come straight from Arizona. From Arizona to here in Nevada.
What was it like growing up in Arizona?
It was a small town.
Really?
Yeah.
How small?
Let's just say if you're ever going to travel south, anywhere south, and you're driving down the I-40, you're going to pass through Kingman.
Okay.
Back then, it was a very small town, which, small towns, sometimes the job details and options don't offer a lot. So that's what pulled me up to Vegas.
Yeah. What's it like growing up in a small town? We just bought a house in a small town. We're not moving yet, but just like as a second house, we have our cows there.
Yeah.
And I always wondered when I look around, like, what is it like growing up in a small place?
It is way, way more calm. Very calming. Because the biggest thing, though, about a small town is you can see the stars at night. So I envy you on that one because you get to see the stars at night. And the pace is obviously a lot slower, especially if it's like Kingman how it was 20 plus years ago when I remember we got our first stoplight in, which was big news in town. So it's going to be a very calming, very good way to let your blood pressure drop down a little bit.
Yeah, I've heard that before where they get excited when the light comes into town.
It does. Especially if it's at a very busy four-way. Yeah, it helped a lot.
Yeah, a couple of years back, we got requests, people wanting to rent our place out there because of what you mentioned. There was like some comment or some with the stars. And I don't know why these small towns, I guess a lot less light. You get to see it all.
Yeah, that light pollution. Once you take that away and then you realize that it's a lot darker than you imagine it would be out there in the sticks, but when those stars come out, it's a very beautiful thing.
It's a lot calmer.
It is.
I feel like I'm stepping out of the Matrix whenever I go visit. So what was it? What was your school like? Was there probably not that many kids in it, right?
The school was actually it was actually pretty big school. My graduating class was about 500 children.
Oh, okay, so that is big.
Yeah, we were. It was like one of those movies where it was a small town, not in Texas, but like a small town in Texas, competing against other larger cities. So every sporting event that we had for school, we were always going up against teams from Phoenix or teams from other larger cities within Arizona. So the school it had pretty good number of children and kids in there.
Did you play any sports?
Yeah, I did. Out of all the abilities I could have been blessed with, the one I was blessed with was being able to lift really heavy things.
Okay.
So basically what I ended up doing was I ended up playing football and then doing throwing events for track and field.
Okay. What position?
I was the defensive end for defense. And I was also the safety linebacker on certain occasions. It was a very difficult position, especially because as tall as you see me now is what I was back then.
Okay.
So it was a very difficult thing, but the benefit that I had was that I was stocky and strong. So that was my angle to that position.
What's it like playing football in high school? Is it like the TV shows, like the Friday Night Lights? And
really close.
Really?
Especially in a small town.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do have some stories that I could share about that time, but they might start going into a direction that it probably should.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but very, very close to that.
I love those shows. I don't know why. Maybe because I didn't play, so that gets me excited to what it could have been.
Yeah.
So when you would go to restaurants and stuff, people would know you because you're on the football team. Was it like that, or?
Yeah, very close. In Kingman, I used to work at Smith's as a bagger.
Okay.
And there have been a few times where Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, I'd be out there pushing in carts for the shoppers. And there was one day that a gentleman taps me on the shoulder, gives me a bag of groceries. And he says, "Hey, good job on Friday." I had no idea who he was. Turns out he was the mailman.
Really?
He watches all the games on Fridays. So when he saw me working at Smith's on Saturday, he decided to reward me. So it was a lot like that. And even in the restaurants there in Kingman, it was first name basis, even with the sheriff's officers, first name basis. So it what you see on movies, it lived up pretty close.
Yeah, so that place we have in Texas, I could tell like Friday nights, even though it's a small town,
it
gets wild around the high school.
It gives the local businesses a reason to close down for that night.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. It's fun. It was fun while it lasted.
How old were you when you left Arizona?
Oh, wow. We're going into ancient history here. I was 19, 20.
Okay. So you finished high school in Arizona?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, graduated that up. I stayed at home for a few years, and then once I went through the options of employment and what I want to do for the rest of my life, that's when I decided to come up to Vegas, and then luckily ended up over here at 3 Square. So,
what attracted you about Vegas?
The bigger life.
Yeah,
the bigger things to do. 24 hours.
Was it a culture shock when you came?
Oh, massively.
Really?
Oh, absolutely massively. Because the culture shock aspect is weird coming from a small town to a larger city, because in a larger city, it's a different, it's a different feel, because now I put myself with people that have already experienced it and know how to handle certain things. Mm-hmm. Making sense?
Yes, you are.
It was like that. It was pretty big shock.
What was the biggest shock?
Besides getting over the fact that everything was open 24 hours, the next thing would be just carrying on your life, knowing that you're going to meet a different variety of people than what you normally would have in a small town. That was a big shock.
It's wild, the 24-hour thing. We don't appreciate that because we just get spoiled by it. But everything shut down probably early in your old town, right?
7, 8 o'clock.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes 9, depending on what day it was. But yeah, everything would usually close down around that time.
Did you move here by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had family up here, so I bunked up with them for a little bit. But for the most part, I did what I could to try to walk this path on my own 2 feet. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I like to imagine I did okay.
So if we're trying to get people to move to Vegas, what would you say the best part is?
Move to Vegas, best part? I think it would just be that Vegas offers a wider variety of experiences versus a small town. And even if it's not that small of a town, it still offers a wider variety of experiences just because of what Vegas is. Comparing Vegas to other cities, Vegas has that entertainment foundation with the Strip, and that changes that whole city as it is, leading to other options of different experiences.
You know what else we're spoiled here, I feel like, with restaurants? Whenever I go to a small town, I'm like, Vegas has some good food.
They do. There have been some restaurants that I went and experienced some of the food here, and I know for a fact I would never experience that had I stayed in Kingman.
What's your top 3?
Top 3 restaurants?
Yeah.
Carson Kitchen, top 1 all time.
Carson Kitchen?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I've never been there.
Well,
what kind of food?
They have a evolving menu.
Okay.
Based on the seasons. The number 1 dish that comes to mind that I had there was the General Tso chicken.
Okay.
And it was just phenomenal. Chicken was tender. The pickled broccoli that they had on the plate was just absolutely amazing. But it wasn't overly brined to where, it overpowers the whole plate. It was delicious.
Don't get me too excited. I haven't had lunch yet. But
but in close number 2 would be, I'll be honest with you, not Shake Shack, Chicken Shack.
Okay.
Reason being is because their wings, probably some of the most crispiest wings I've ever had.
Wings need to be crispy, right?
100%. They got to be crispy. I mean, the only exception I would accept for wings is if it's saucy.
Then it's okay?
Yeah, then it's all right. But crispy for the most part.
I like it like potato chips. I want it crispy. Yeah. Not like bubble gum.
A little sauce on the side. So on the side. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that 100%. What would my third one be? I don't know, that's a tough call on the third one because there's a lot of close calls for the third place.
I'm getting a chicken theme. You like chicken?
Only because beef is too expensive right now.
Really?
Yeah. If the prices on beef would go down, I'd eat it more often.
Yeah.
But it's a little expensive. But chicken's a good way to go.
Where's the first place you told me about? Carson
Kitchen?
Yeah.
Actually, the fact that you brought up the beef versus chicken, the other plate that I would recommend going to try at Carson Kitchen is their espresso skirt steak.
I love skirt steak.
They got that with a little bit of...
How'd you know I love skirt steak?
Lucky guess, right?
I might go there tonight. What side of town?
It's over down there in over by Fremont.
Okay.
Near
So
Fremont.
downtown.
Yeah, it's downtown near Fremont. Very cute, very small location, so it's very intimate, very nice.
Okay. I like it. We'll check it out. So you arrived at Vegas and you started working at Three Square? That was the first stop?
Oh no, I wish it was. No, there's a plethora of jobs right before Three Square came around.
Mm-hmm.
But what really brought me into Three Square was getting a tour at Three Square.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what solidified in my mind that that's where I wanted to be and that's what I wanted to do. Because all the other jobs before that were basically just placeholders. Just to get to where I'm at now.
Yeah. Any of them stand out?
Boys and Girls Club, when I worked in Kingman.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because the Boys and Girls Club was just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Helping children understand that there's a lot more to sports than just what they already know. And making sure that, doing the best I can to make sure that they get as tired as they can before they get sent home.
What a blessing to parents, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It was nice. I think that job is probably the other standout.
You hit my two sweet spots, skirt steak, and like the highlight of my life is when I was coaching my kids at the community center.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I would do co-ed basketball, did that for like 7-8 years, then flag football, but just being around those kids and kind of being a role model to them and teaching them like about losing, you got to go through failure to the road to success. And it was pretty special.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's all that. It was beautiful.
So it got you ready for a Three Square. So you took a tour of the place.
Mm-hmm. Took a tour to Three Square. The first place we went to was the warehouse, right? Mm-hmm. So as we're walking through the warehouse, I'm looking at the rackings and all the pallets in the rackings. And the thing that I noticed right off the bat was those items that were in the warehouse were the same exact items that my family had in our house. Because in the rackings were TFAP foods, so government commodity foods. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking like the government cheese, the juices, and all those things. Those were the same exact items that my family had received and ate.
So you noticed that right away?
I noticed it right off the bat. There was very minimal changes to the packaging. Mm-hmm. So I noticed on the boxes, the brown boxes with the blue letters indicating what it was, and it took me all the way back to my childhood. Mm. And then when I saw the amount, and then as the tour went on, and I heard about all the things that Three Square does do, that's when it solidified in my mind that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a part of that.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Did you put on your Three Square that you played football and you can do some heavy lifting?
I started in the warehouse, so yeah. I got to continue the heavy lifting in the warehouse. Yeah, because that's where the step one was for me, was in the warehouse, fulfilling orders for deliveries to go out to other partners, so that way they can get that food out to the neighbors.
How long you been there now?
Altogether, 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, in the warehouse for about 6 years. Warehouse for 6 years, fulfilling orders, and then
what goes on in the warehouse?
Whole lot. Receiving, distribution, inventory account, inventory control.
That's a lot of inventory.
It was quite a bit. I mean, what? Ever since Three Square started, I think we've delivered out almost close to 700 million pounds.
Wow, that's incredible.
696, something like that. But it was quite a lot of pounds that have went out.
So we were looking, my team and I, this is probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe longer. We wanted to give back, and we just landed on Three Square, and we've done it, once a month, once a quarter. Now the company I'm at, at Huntington and Ellis, they do it as well. So it's just every time we go, it's absolutely so rewarding.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, we appreciate you guys coming out and volunteering, because the volunteering program in Three Square is a big part of what allows us and helps us do what we continue to do. So,
is that the warehouse where we're at packing everything? Because there's a ton of stuff there. Is that considered the warehouse?
One of.
Okay.
One of.
So there's more in that?
Yeah.
Because it's massive.
Yeah, the warehouse that you use the volunteering programs occur is our north warehouse. Mm-hmm. Right next door is going to be our south warehouse, where the rest of the inventory is.
So there's even more.
Oh, there's a third warehouse. You go half a mile down Pecos.
Okay.
And then there's our east campus.
Got it.
Where it has the rest of our inventory. So Yeah, it was what you saw was about 1/3 of what
Wow.
Three Square operates with.
Where does all that inventory come from?
It's a mix of a lot of things. Some of it is purchased, whether it be through using grant money for a grant program. Some of it, a lot of it is TFAP, which is the government commodities for food, and a lot of donations also, because a lot of large organizations and other warehouses donate to us. So that's where a lot of that food comes in. And of course, the bread and butter that we do operate with is donations from individuals also.
Wow. Okay. So a lot of different sources.
A lot.
Yeah. When we volunteer in the warehouse, that one usually I'm just with gloves, but when we're doing the food, then I'm like hairnet and the beard net. And I'm like, it's easier to be in the warehouse, but I don't know. I kind of like packing the food. So I'm like, maybe I do need the hairnet for the beard and the hair. And
yeah, I mean,
it's just so rewarding, the whole thing.
It is. No, it's a beautiful thing to have those packed up for depending on what you packed. It could have been for a child that needed to eat something for the weekend or the summertime, or it could have been for a family that wondering where their next meal is going to be. So appreciate you guys coming out to pack it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's super rewarding. Does it go to seniors too, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that third campus I mentioned, that East Campus, that's our Senior Hunger campus. And what that campus does is just like what they do in North, packing occurs for produce for seniors going out to seniors 60 and above. And technically that's called the Golden Groceries. So it's our Golden Grocery location. And we have a bunch of Golden Grocery sites throughout Las Vegas that are specifically to serve the senior populations.
Yeah, I don't know. It hit me last time we do it because I mentioned that I was going to seniors, and for me, God has blessed me. I can, reward my parents, order them groceries to the house. But I'm just thinking, like, a lot of seniors, a lot of these houses I go into, I'm like, they can't drive. Like, how do they get food? It's just, people don't know what's going on out there.
They don't. Everything you just said right there is an issue for a senior out there somewhere, because some of the programs within senior hunger programs is what you just mentioned. Some of them just can't get out of their house because they don't have transportation.
Right.
So we also have partnered up with Lyft to see if we can get that senior out to
really?
Gold Grocery Pantry or a grocery store. And if seniors out there that don't have family, that can't safely leave their home, we've actually partnered up with DoorDash for Project Dash to get them a delivery to their home. So Three Square we're doing the best we can to try to figure out what barriers are in front of a senior or a family to see what we can do to help them get food.
Wow. Give me goosebumps on that one. That's just, I don't know, it's touching maybe because I'm going through it now with my parents and, just seeing that, but that's a big struggle I have and that's why it's so rewarding, is just being able to give back in some way. I mean, it never feels like enough. Like, I feel like I always should be doing more. And I feel like people in general feel like they should be doing more, because no matter how much stuff we put on social media, we put the funny stuff, we put people's, getting them into houses. But whenever we volunteer and people see that on video, we get the most messages. Like, well, how can we jump in? What can we do? So what can people do?
Oh yeah. People can do a lot. One of the good places to start would be to go to our website, threesquare.org. And our website right there has many links that can start anything that a person wants to help out with. Because there are links on there that can help them, guide them on what to do for a monetary donation if that comes up, if they want to do that. It also has an entire list of our partners also, if they feel like they want to help our partners also, whether it be through donations or volunteering. Sticking with the volunteering, it also has the opportunity on our website for them to sign up for volunteering activities.
Does that help a lot?
It does.
I know you guys say it, but I feel like you guys are being sweet when you say it. My favorite part at the end is when they break it down. Okay, this is how many we packed. This is how much, how many people it's going to help. But they're so thankful. But sometimes I'm like, are we really helping that much? Because for me, it's more enjoyable than anything. So I don't know.
Oh, it helps out massively. Tremendous help. Because the group that you come in may consist of 10 to 15, maybe 20 individuals at one time. And the number of bags that can get packed with a volunteering group is the number that can get packed is just huge.
Yeah.
Because if that were to be relayed to staffing,
I never thought of it that way.
how many staff would we need to maintain?
Payroll's usually the most expensive thing.
Bingo, exactly. And that right there also helps us to try to stay in line to use use 95 cents out of every dollar to go to food instead of overhead. So volunteering is tremendous help. In
your 10 years, have you seen a shift in how many people need food, or?
Oh yeah. The face of food insecurity, it changes. It does change depending on what's going on in the world. It does change on the timing of it also. Because as it is, grocery prices are getting more expensive. We'll go back to seniors for a second. There are seniors out there living on a fixed income where if the price is maintained and not have gotten more expensive, that'd have been fine. But now that food has gotten more expensive, their fixed income doesn't match that. And they can't technically work overtime to make more money.
Yeah.
So they're kind of stuck in that position. So now the face of food insecurity on that level has shifted some to where those seniors that were okay are now at the point to where I don't know. So it changes as the time in the world changes too.
So does that make it harder on you guys if food costs more?
That's a good question. It does affect us in a certain way. Specifically, I wouldn't be able to tell you because that'd be our sourcing department.
Yeah.
But it does affect us in a way because the tariffs, I can say that tariffs have affected us. And when the time came when metal and aluminums.
Because I even saw gas prices. Like now I'm like wheels are spinning. Like how much this takes into effect. How are being in Vegas? Do the casinos help at all, or?
They do. We do have. From what I've experienced is some of the casinos do help out. To the extent I really don't have the information off the top of my head though.
What's your favorite moment you've had so far working at 3 Square?
My favorite moment so far? It would probably be within the senior younger programs. We did it was a grant funded operation where we were giving or delivering frozen protein bags to seniors in senior assisted living locations. Reason why I'm saying that is because frozen proteins is among the most expensive items for a senior to purchase.
Protein?
And showing up to where they live to give them the food we had eggs too. And this was when eggs were really expensive. Showing up to their location where they live to give them those food items was huge because quite a few of them started getting emotional. And a lot of them would even say, thank you for this because now I can actually afford my medication instead of having spent my money on the food. So that's probably one of my top ones.
Yeah, I wish more people knew about it, but we're trying to get the message out so they can help because, I look at my mom's situation and she's fixed income, maybe gets like $500 a month. And I'm like, how would you even, even though I'm kind of covering everything else, according to her, I'm still a failure because I'm not a doctor or a lawyer, but I'm still covering her stuff. Yeah, but either way, it's like, I don't know how, they're not as cute as kids, so it's like maybe they get forgotten about, but that's amazing that you guys do that.
Yeah, we doing the 3 Square doing the best we can to try to cover all age groups,
Yeah. Speaking of the kids, though, does any of this go to the school, or is the main thing of what happens after school? Where's that next meal coming from?
Well, the CMP program, I do know that they are operating within some schools. To the extent what that is, I'm not too sure. But I have heard in current meetings that they are preparing for the summer program.
Summer is probably where it hits, right?
Yeah, that's where a lot of it hits. So they are preparing for the summer program to see what they can do for a backpack for kids to help them receive food throughout the summer months. So I do know that there is some touch with the schools in there.
You guys got a lot of good stuff. When I'm packing those bags, I'm like, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of good food,
But there's fruit too.
Yeah, that's one of the big things too. Is we're not just giving that food out, expecting them to eat it. We want them to receive the food that's nutritionally sound, so that when they do eat it, they would be better off that way. Instead of just giving them soda, candy, we want them to get some good wholesome food.
Yeah, because we were tying all those orange net bags for the fruit to go in, and I was just getting excited because sometimes, unfortunately, the most inexpensive food is not always the best for you. Yep. So I was like seeing, I liked seeing that there was fruit and some healthy options there too. Probably because what you mentioned too, the protein's expensive.
Yes. No, absolutely. Whenever a certain type of food is, the availability of certain type of food is not within reach, we always try to supplement it with something. And fruit's one of those things that's always good to supplement with, because it's got the vitamins and the nutrition aspect that we want everyone to eat. So it helps out.
I should have brought you the eggs when things were going crazy. We have chickens at the house. That was like gold at some point.
It was. When I had to do the purchase orders for the eggs for the senior program, I couldn't believe the fluctuation from the start to the end of it, because we did that program for 8 months.
Oh wow!
The first 3 months, the amount just for the eggs alone was almost as much as everything else together. It was astronomical. And then towards the last couple months, price dropped dramatically after that. But it was crazy to see those numbers go up and down. And that was just for 3 Square. I can only imagine how it was for those that aren't part of a nonprofit organization. How a family, could buy a couple dozen eggs and how they would have been able to afford that. Because the price we got was our price. The price that the family was going to buy at a grocery store was not our price. So I can only imagine how that affected them.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome that there is organizations like this. Even by our house, there's a church, and every Saturday morning we go super early, and the line of cars, several hundred deep, to get food is just such a blessing from God that there's organizations and just people really caring about other people.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can, and everyone that does work at 3 Square, we got that heart that we're trying to doing the best we can, try to make Las Vegas fed.
Yeah.
Trying to do the best we can and try to make this world a better place as much as we can. Is
it rewarding or is it like stressful? Because I think it's rewarding, but then I'm like thinking, well, do I feel like we're not helping enough? Or it's got to be a mix of emotions, I feel like.
It is. It's an emotional stress.
Yeah.
So it weighs pretty heavily because we want to do the best we can to get that food out to the people that need it. And sometimes a well thought out plan just doesn't work, which happens a lot. But that emotional thought of I couldn't get that food out to that family that needed it, it weighs quite a bit. But most projects that we do work on, they work. So far, so good. But that's why it's always important to have hobbies and some sort of de-stressing, which
I'm still looking for that. What's your de-stress?
Camping.
Camping?
Get away from everything. Listen to the wind through the trees.
You want that small town vibe again?
To a certain extent. Thinking about it now, but because I actually did a site visit over in Sandy Valley.
Okay.
Very beautiful drive, right there in the middle of the mountains, and I stood there for a minute when I got there, and it was just quiet. So maybe a small town's in the future. I'm not sure.
We have a house for sale in Sandy Valley for one of our clients. We should have had you drop off the lockbox. That's quite a drive.
I could do that. I might have to go again next week anyways, but I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that vibe out there is, I wonder what those small towns do who are, struggling.
Oh, yeah. Well, since 3 Square is out here in Southern Nevada, we do have some reach out into those counties in that area.
Nice.
Our counterpart is the Northern Nevada Food Bank.
Okay.
And they kind of take the counties a little up north. We take the southern ones. So we are working in coordination with them to do the best we can to see if the rural locations are covered as well. And our grants department is always searching for grants to help out with rural locations also. Because right now we do have a good partner network in the rural areas. So there's some help going out there right now.
Do I guess for the general public, they can donate on the website?
Yes, absolutely.
Volunteer?
Absolutely.
Can they donate food, or how does that work?
Yeah, no,
Really?
yeah. Donating food is an option also. What can be done is the food can be taken to our North Campus
Okay.
over at 4190 North Pecos.
Okay.
And there they can drop off food if they would like to do that too.
Is there a certain type of food that you guys are in need of more than others, or?
Any food is good food.
Okay.
Peanut butter is one of the top ones. And you may not believe this, but one of the other top requested items by our partners is toilet paper.
Really?
Yeah.
During COVID or now? Because that was a hot.
That was an interesting time too. But all together, because toilet paper is not cheap. And we do get that request quite a bit.
So if people don't have time to volunteer, they can just drop off stuff and.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, so if there's no time for volunteering, our doors are.
What about water?
Water, always water, always water. Especially here in Vegas during the summer months, always water. Yeah, we'll take them.
That sounds heavy.
It is.
But that's what those forklifts are for, right?
Absolutely.
Did you get to drive one of those?
I did. For the 6 years I drove one.
Is it fun or?
It's like driving.
Really?
Well, when you're young and you start to drive, it's fun, but then it becomes work. And then when I got to the warehouse, it was fun, and then it became work.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd look the other way so I can jump on one of those. It looks so fun. But I always wonder, because we always pack them on those crates, and then just watching them, I'm like, how do they move that? And then it looks super heavy.
Yeah, some of them pallets that I've moved in the past, several thousand pounds, and just gotta be careful. That's all it was. But it was good to see sitting on the forklift. It was nice to see how many pallets I had to move.
Yeah.
Because knowing I was moving all those pallets was always nice to know that I was moving all that food and it was going to go somewhere.
Going to people. That's awesome.
It was great.
In the warehouse, is there a big refrigerator too for all that? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have in our East Campus and our South Campus and our North Campus, we have a refrigerator and a freezer unit. They can hold several pallets, close to 100 pallets in each location. So when it comes down to freezing proteins to make sure they maintain the freshness, we do that all the time. If donations come in where we got to put it in the refrigerator, we can do that as well.
Nice. So where the website's probably the best place to see all that?
Website would be a good spot to start. But there's also an option. So we also have a call center that can take in calls.
Okay.
If any questions come up, which the phone number is 702-765-4030. And our call center is actually staffed by our benefit service outreach advocates. So if anyone has any questions about finding where they can get some food, or if they know someone that needs assistance, if they call that phone number, the advocate can actually begin to find out what other options there is for them to receive assistance. Because the advocate has the ability and knowledge of what other partner organizations offer. So there could be an option for rental assistance. There could be an option for utility assistance or anything like that.
So it's not just for Three Square. They can help them if they're struggling in other areas.
Absolutely.
How'd you have that number memorized? That was impressive.
Well, it was, I've been given some tidbits on how to memorize things. I'm not so good with numbers, but I was given. That
was impressive. You delivered it great.
I was given a nice little tip yesterday by Rosa. Thank you. So.
Tell your team too. We love it when they blast the music when we're working.
Yeah. That's always fun because it's that's what set the moods.
Yeah,
that's the mood. Doing some work, listening to some loud music. Why not?
Yeah.
So I'll let them know.
Yeah, please.
Maybe they'll even get to the point where they'll get a whole surround system.
Okay. Take requests, whole DJ set up. No, it's motivating being there. The music is great. I mean, I'm glad that there's different ways to give back too. Not just volunteering. That's why I was happy to have you here today, because I thought it was just the volunteering part of it, but I wanted, the public to learn like what they can do, because I don't think they realize how many people need this.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of options, a lot of opportunities to help Three Square do what we do. A lot of options and opportunities to help your community. Go to threesquare.org. It's a good spot to start.
Yeah, and then when you do some volunteering, you get to take a picture with a spoon and a fork.
Absolutely. Big spoon and fork too, huh? Yeah, definitely can.
Well, it was awesome chatting with you today. You're definitely a hero. Thank you for everything you do and your team does. And we'll continue to try to be there every month for you guys and try to spread the word with this video. And you want to give that number and website one last time?
Yeah, our call center is 702-765-4030. And then our website is threesquare.org.
I just wanted to see if you'd get that number again.
I had to think about it. But
That was impressive. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.